Hi, Dr. Deepa Shetty here again, and today we are going to take over Emotional Intelligence Part 4, in which we'll speak about empathy. We understood about emotional intelligence, which means understanding of our emotions and emotions of the people around us, in which we got the first component of the emotional intelligence was self awareness, getting aware of your own emotions. And then we spoke about self regulation. Once we get aware of our own emotion, how do we take a control over it, or how do we think before we act, and we don't get driven by our emotions. After that, we spoke about motivation, the inner thing, the motivation which is inner drive of yours, which comes an internal from an internal source rather than from an external source. And in that, we really understood that when we are motivated, how we can help others also to remain motivated in our relationships, in our professional work and all. So when we are moving from the emotional intelligence part, from our emotion to the emotions of others, there empathy is a very very important key component of emotional intelligence. When we speak about empathy, let's first understand the difference between sympathy and empathy. We all know what is sympathy all about. When any of our friends or any of our relatives or anyone of our people are in crisis, or even for that matter neighbors are in crisis, or something happens in their life, we generally tend to be responding from a sympathy. So there we really are there for them as a support system. We really understand their feeling, and we are there for them whenever they need us. But empathy goes far beyond this. In this, we really not only understand the person's feeling, but we feel the person's feeling. So there's a lot of difference, because there's an effort to really understand not only what the person is going through, but feel that person, what he's going through, and how we felt in that situation, and how did we respond to that whole thing. So when we operate for an empathy, we really make the other person's defensive energy go down, and there is a replacement of positive energy, and which helps in creative problem solving. So even when we are working in a team or so, when our colleague is not able to go through some part, some things which is not able to really comprehend or really work it out, for that matter even in our house, if our kid or our people are not able to go through some challenging situations, we respond from empathy by really understanding what they feel. And when we try to do that, there is a lot of creativity developed out there, and the problems are solved in a very positive environment. So in this, very important thing is you try to understand person, not from your perspective or your point of view, but that person's point of view. Because usually when people come and say something about their problems or something, we usually tend to respond from how much they are complaining. We really see a perspective where we think, oh God, how much this person is complaining, and how they see the world in a full complaining way. So when we do that, we are really not responding to the feeling of that person. We are responding from our experience of similar set of things. Maybe what the person is going through a challenging time, like I am not able to work with my team, or whatever the person is going through a challenging time across. Oh, suppose your kid is saying, I'm not able to study this subject. So we really think that, what the big deal here? I did it in a very easy way. So it's not about you, it's about that person. It may not be the same event you went through and you could do it easily. So for you, it is not a big deal. But it is about the feeling that person is feeling. That person is feeling pressured, that person is feeling frustrated. So this, when did you feel? Not in the similar event, but in some other event, when did you feel? So responding to that feeling of that person is very important. Responding to see the situation through that person's point of view is very important. So sometimes that person may not be in a position at that point of time to solve this issue, and you give a time to that person, like, fine, I mean, I understand that right now you're not in a whole situation and you're really feeling frustrated, so take a time out, stay there for some time, understand why you're getting into, what is the thought process you're going through, and I can really see that what is your point of view, why are you going through this difficult time. Give them the time, and then maybe they will come back in the same situation in a very stronger force. So empathy is all about not only understanding the situation, but understanding the whole thing, sitting in that person's shoes. It is very easy to say, but at the same time, when you want to do it, it is not that difficult. Really standing there in that person's shoe, feeling the feeling what the person is going through, and seeing the whole situation from his or her point of view. That is where empathy plays a very important role, not only in your teamwork, in your corporate house, in your office, in your friends, in among your neighbors, but also in your relationship too. Because then we don't respond through the situation. We respond to the feeling, and when we respond to the feeling, we become somebody who can be a tool to get for them a very positive environment to solve their own problems, and they can really solve it on their own self, and we can just be the catalyst out there. That itself is a very big progress in emotional intelligence. That itself is a very big progress in you generating an emotional intelligence to them. That is also a very a moving forward tool, wherein when you give an empathy like that to somebody, you receive it. So most of the time we feel that I never get this way, so how on earth will I give it? But many times when you start giving it, you always receive it. So empathy is a vicious circle, and which can make the world a better place. So emotional intelligence, empathy is a key component of it, and we try to operate from that. We make world also a better place to live in. That's all about empathy today in emotional intelligence. We will come back with another set of tools, which is the last one in the emotional intelligence part. As it is, emotional intelligence is a very big topic to take in, but I'm trying to cut down and put it into pieces to you so that you understand how we move from our emotions to understanding of others' emotions, and how this can be a very beautiful place and very beautiful environment for all of us. Saying that, stay tuned. I'll come back again tomorrow. Thank you for listening.